Greetings, cyberspace cadets. IRATE Prostate here, kicking the patriarchy's ass one asshat at a time. It's a little late, a couple minutes after we usually start. And want to say hi to everybody that's here. Say hello, Miss Red.
Hello, Miss Red.
And Mr. Melon.
Hello.
Hello. And Bass Trap Kayla will be joining us shortly. I did give the put the DM in her Discord. So it's been all kinds of crazy day. Have y'all talked about the Malin? Have you read anything about the FISA memo from Nunez?
Oh, was it the thing about the Russian, the investigation and the FBI?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you not know what happened?
I don't really know all the details. I haven't really read the memo or anything like that yet. Okay,
basically, see, last year or the year before last in poll in December, I remember this dude talking about he made up this fake dossier, and everybody was like laughing about it, and then BuzzFeed ran it like later that night. That was the dossier that they're referring to on this deal. All right, it was created by 4chan people. Well, the guy he put it up on. He was bragging about it on 4chan in December, and they used that memo to get the FISA, to get the FISA warrant to do the surveillance over one of Trump's staff members. And the way that the FISA thing works is that if you can do it on one person, everybody that he connects to, you can use it on as well, right?
Yeah,
and therefore that included Trump, and right, and you have to renew it every 90 days. And when they were renewing it, they did not disclose that the dossier that they were using had been paid for by the DNC. Right? They left that out of the information. So the court would have never given it if they'd have known the DNC had paid for it, because it would have made it, a political target type situation, which it was. And it was just it was the smoking gun that, because there was throughout the whole Obama administration, there was accusations and all kinds of evidence that pointed to his administration deliberately targeting political foes using the IRS and the DOJ, among other things, but primarily the IRS with the Tea Party's people, making them drag their feet so they couldn't get, I think was it 301 status? Oh, by the way, Geek Thulu's joined us. Say hey, Geek.
Hey, I'm just going around shilling your shit because you're terrible at promoting yourself.
I don't want to hear it. You didn't even shill your own show on your Discord. I posted it before you.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to get this stupid fucking OBS thing working, man. And there's something that's not connecting with me, because I did it fine earlier. It was okay. And then I just tried to run it tonight, and it was not working. Not working like it was supposed to, because I was going to have it where it was playing music before we went on, and it went live. So it wasn't supposed to do that. We were supposed to be kind of like in a green room type situation.
But did you go live from OBS? Like, did you click the go live on the OBS program, or did you go to YouTube and click go live?
No, I used this in as a browser source in OBS, right, as the Hangout, and then I went live in OBS.
Stop doing it from Hangouts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just do it.
I'll show you a cool trick later. Me and Brian were fucking around with shit because we were trying to figure out shit for the Big Fat Show.
Right.
And we were doing some video shit through Discord, which it actually looks really good.
I've been man, but I don't want to load the Discord program because the last time I loaded it on my computer, I got like 2 viruses, and it kept slowing my fucking. I got hacked into, man.
Oh, geez, you sound like an old person. I know you're old, but
fuck you, man. No, I'm serious, man. Red, don't you remember that time when we were doing? It was with Peppy and Gasly. When we were doing the remember the
Peppy.
Voices that were coming
Who's
over
Peppy?
and shit.
I think he's talking about AP.
I mean,
oh
AP.
no! Oh Lord, you're mispronouncing his name. He's gonna
I
have your
know.
balls.
AP, the angry Pepe.
He's just AP now.
I know. The deal.
Does anybody know is Kayla Twitter banned?
No.
No,
Because I can't.
I'm not Twitter banned.
I couldn't find you on Twitter. I was looking through everything and I couldn't find you.
I might be shadow banned. I'm at the BTK, the _BTK.
God damn it. Yeah, because I was like, I
But
know
anyhow.
I follow you and you follow me, so God damn. All right, so I got
MLG guy. I'm not 44. I'm 40. You fucking weirdo. Following me.
Wait, you're 40?
Yeah, I'm 40.
oh, MLG got a hard on for you, geek.
I know,
He got that
he's a
tentacle
weirdo.
Bad.
He's fucking weird.
What?
Hey, what's up,
give
sir?
him the
Adam
tentacle. Just give him a little bit of the tentacle, just, so he can go to bed. He's up past his bedtime.
Just,
Hey,
there's the tentacle.
IRATE, I dropped you a link on your Discord PMs to something that's to do with the topic.
Okay. Which topic?
The memo topic.
Yeah, the Pfizer thing. Okay, yeah, cool. You want me to go ahead and pull it out and look at it?
Oh, I mean, you can do that anytime you want.
We're degenerates. Me and Kaylin there. We instantly thought, dick.
I don't know why you want to pull it out on air. I mean, you had all day to play with it.
There's
Darn
no
it.
camera. There's no camera anyway.
Yeah, there's no camera, so like he could be
So-
sitting there right now and you wouldn't even notice.
Yeah,
He took a
sit naked
Cialis
in
about an hour
armchair.
ago.
Right.
He'd be sitting naked in an armchair eating Cheetos.
That's one thing I don't need in my old age, man. Is any type of erectile assistance or prolongation. I'm very happy about that.
And for fear chamber, yeah. If you fear that autism is contagious, please stay away from my server at the moment.
The autism is so
It'll leak
freaking
into your
hard.
fucking brain, man.
Oh.
Jesus Christ! Did you see how many people I was up
There was
to?
40. Oh my God. Geek, I walked in there because I'd been gone for a couple hours. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I'm like, Jesus, why are all these people in voice chat? And then I get in there and it's just ear rape. Serious. The volumes, everybody's screaming and screeching and talking over each other.
Like that,
Oh my
that right there. That was my
Why?
That was
Why are
my
that
general
many people
channel.
in the? Why is
Okay,
everyone in the that many people in the general at once?
What you do is
'Cause
you
drama.
Go into the general. You go into the general and you mute everybody on your end, and then you just unmute them like one. Listen to it for a few seconds, mute it. Go to the next one.
It was fucking ridiculous.
Okay, so all right, what Kayla's giving me is this really nifty connect the
You can screen
dots.
share.
Yes, I can I? I can definitely do that. I know how to do that. All right, so 'cause evidently I'm a Luddite.
If I saw
What is
50
that?
people,
What does that make me? A pentagenarian?
That does not look like widescreen to me. Are
Not yet.
you on a standard monitor? What are you doing?
Hold on, bro.
I'm an
Have you
artist. I'm an
not-
artist. I'm an artist. I'm an artist. Sorry, people talk about being autistic over here.
How about that?
The whole concept to me of the whole FISA thing where you're able to like get a warrant on one person, and then because you have a warrant on that one person, it gives you an extension to also spy on the people near them. That's unconstitutional, because the Constitution says that on an individual basis you can get a warrant on probable cause. That doesn't mean that like you can get a warrant for many people at once and then just start spying on them, their family, their friends, their coworkers, anybody that you want to that associates with them.
Also, IRATE, if you want the other panel members to be able to, you know, follow along and read it at their own pace or whatever, zoom in on it and actually be able to see it, you can just drop that link I sent you into the side chat and they can pull it up themselves.
I will.
Like, if there's one thing in politics that I really care about, it's the Fourth Amendment.
You could have done a stream in BTK. You could just send a giant cockpit to him right now. Just do a stream.
I could, but I'm not gonna do that.
Do him in.
I don't know if he's presenting that to the live stream or not. So
Someone in the chat named the Malevolent Rider says, "I'm autistic for real."
He also would also like permission to promote the Creemstream 14 weeks from now on his Sunday live show.
14 weeks from now, what the hell is he? A
14
fucking
weeks.
autist?
What?
It's like
He did say I'm autistic for real.
Well, he's
That's
promoting.
autistic as fuck.
He's promoting a show a week. He asked Ghastly and AP for their permission to promote their stuff, and
Oh yeah, he did. I remember that.
yeah, he's a
I'm
very
really
political.
glad.
I don't care.
Well,
Yeah.
Ryder,
He's trying his hand
my
at
permission
videos.
to promote this show anytime you want to. Okay.
Yeah, you can shill our show whenever you want. It's not a
Please.
problem for us.
So, Malevolent Rider, is this like the channel that you're on right now? Is that the channel you use? Because if it is, you know, I'll go ahead and sub to you, because like you might see some shit that may slip underneath my radar. Because I see things I've seen online: pancake waffle edition, coffee edition, tea edition. So. Okay, so you're gonna do it from so here I'll go ahead and sub to you.
Wow, this has got like all the news cover ups with it too, man. This is great.
I'm the base trap. I get the good shit. Okay.
You do. God damn, how did you get a hold of the Epic Times? Is this is a
It's Eposh. Mike, was it Mike Eposh? I'll tell you how I found it. I follow a shit ton of alt-writers. That's how I found it.
right. All right. So yeah, you know, everybody knows that the whole deal, that this thing, the Patriot Act was, you know, enacted right after 9/11. It should have been, they should have just gotten rid of it after we fucking defeated, you know, Al Qaeda and the Taliban in Afghanistan. And you know, they kept stretching it, you know, and just do it another, 4 years or 3 years, how many years they wanted to do it. And you know, it's just time to get rid of that fucking thing, man. And of course they're not going to. They've got such a machine and, you know, a surveillance. I mean, they literally are, you know, they're listening to this right now, you know. You know, NSA people, go fuck yourselves. You know, I know you're doing your job, but you know, what I do with my wife in, you know, whatever room I want to in my fucking house is none of your goddamn business.
Okay, now William Stenchever says he's autistic. Why is everybody saying they're autistic?
Because they're on the internet.
Yeah.
Because
He is not
most are on /poll.
I am really glad that I'm not autistic. I don't
You
even
sure about
wanna
that?
know.
You don't have the powers. You don't have the powers of the autism.
I don't even want to know what it would be like to be autistic. That would suck.
Ask MLG guy.
Right?
I'm envisioning a
He
scene
sent-
from
he
like
sent
that
me a
one
DM.
movie where it's like, I'm autistic.
He sent
No,
me a
I'm
DM.
autistic.
Goodbye, old troll.
You're a
Goodbye,
bad
I
old
don't
troll.
okay.
Geek's a bad old troll.
And if the NSA are listening to us, hey Mitch, how you doing? Hope you're doing a good work there.
Keep fighting the good fight. We need fighters like you. You control Slayer, you.
And it all comes back to Hillrod and her.
Okay. Now the malevolent writer's saying he has Asperger's. Which does he have?
The Asperger's is a form of autism.
It's not
I've tried
Asperger's. It's
Asperger's. They
Asperger.
weren't very.
It's Asperger's syndrome.
Asperger's.
I've tried Asperger's. They weren't as tasty as everybody said they were.
That's how it's spelled. Asperger's.
It can be
Wheels in the
pronounced
chat.
either way, actually. Yeah.
People say Asperger's.
That's
It's
the
not
way it's pronounced.
Asperger's.
That's the
Just
way
because
it
I
is.
like to eat the ass don't mean I like Asperger's, okay?
No, that's named after the guy that discovered it. It's so whatever. It's on the spectrum. It's where you find the savants. They rank as Asperger's or Aspergerian type autism.
See, if I did have to be on that spectrum, though, I would probably choose to be a savant over anything else, just because at least then I would have a skill that I'm really, really good at.
A superpower almost.
It's like world class. I mean, if I had to be on the autistic spectrum and I got to choose, that's what I would pick. I'd just be a savant.
Sure. Yeah, a mathematician, something like
Be like
that.
what was it, Rain Man?
Yeah, exactly. Go count cards and shit.
Hey, Irate, when
Yeah.
you pulled up that link to share it to the side chat, were you still screen presenting to the live stream?
Oh fuck! I may have been. Yikes!
I was, we don't want a cog to happen to you.
Well, speaking of Cog, how do I turn his stupid auto thing where it's doing the voice to text or text to voice? Because he's doing text to voice right now or text to speech in Discord, and I can't turn it off.
Oh god. Cog's in my
He's in
channel.
there. He's in there.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's about to get real bad. Real
I
fast.
see someone named MLG guy in the chat. Is that the guy you guys were talking about earlier?
Yeah. Why not get a wife and kids and get a real life? Well, I tried the wife. I got a kid, but the ex, she's a bit of a bitch. But this new girlfriend I got is pretty good. I'm satisfied with my
What
purchase.
is this guy? What does he do? Does he have a YouTube channel or something? Or
I don't know. He's like going around saying he's going to end me.
Well,
I
he
tried to wipe
legitimately
my-
hates you or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What his deal is.
And you can just go away. And what I don't care.
I tried a wife of my own. That hoe wasn't loyal, so I think I'm gonna try out somebody else's, see if that's any better.
Hoes aren't ever loyal. You can't even spell my name right. You can't even mention me right. God, you're hopelessly stupid.
Nobody remembers the freaking H. Press F for the H. Okay.
It's actually cool.
Failures in the chat now. Leave me alone. I'm binge watching Star Trek.
Geek shoot Lou. Geek shoot Lou. Oh God.
Okay, so we're off screen share now.
All right.
Yeah, I don't even know the first thing about any of the shit that went down today with this memo or anything. I've been so inundated with autism all day. It's just
It's
I've been-
a smoking gun and if they do their goddamn jobs, then people should go to prison for this shit. Okay, but it's not going to happen. it was funny because it was like I was beating my head on the table today because I was trying to get Tonka Saw to let me in and kind of explain what was going on. And of course he lets a Canadian and an expat Coach Redtail come in and explain it.
I saw your tweet about that. You were irate.
Dude, man, I was fucking pissed. I was going nuts about that shit, But
if you're trying to get on, usually the best thing to do is reach out to Vamp Candy. She's kind of she's the secretary when the show's live. Unless Tonka is directly reaching out to you, you're probably not going to get a hold of Tonka.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was interesting. It's like a Canadian, Malcolm, and I get the Canadians are tend to be liberal anyway. But he was talking about stuff from the '60s that he was trying to compare this to, and he was trying to compare it to when J. Edgar Hoover was the head of the FBI, and there was no comparison. Of course, that was a fucking horror show, depending on who you were. But anyway, this is all about. This has to do with the Fourth Amendment and the ability to surveil the citizens of the United States, pretty much.
Wait, what is this shit? MLG guy is saying something to I reported you and you're in deep trouble. Who is he talking to?
Oh,
He went and told my mommy.
Don't worry about it. Fucking.
I think he's just mad because he had to eat the cupcake.
MLG guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He sounds like a retarded person, to be honest. I don't think you can report people for trolling people on the internet. I don't really see what his deal is.
Well, you should have trolled him, Malin. What'd you do, man?
Honestly,
No, he
was reporting you,
I kind of want to troll him, but too late now. He'd see it coming.
Well, I don't know. He's a special kind of stupid. You may not realize it.
That's probably
Most
true.
special kind of stupids don't. I did middle schoolers find this stream as soon as Geek posted it in Whitey's server. Oh,
I did not. I'm not part of the white YouTuber server. I am not part of Gemini's server. I have left those servers long ago because I was tired of those little fucking crazy teenage autists. So I had to get away from them.
oh my God.
Yeah.
This derailed quickly. MLG did say earlier, why don't you stream about me? Well, congratulations, MLG. You kind of got your wish. You got your 15 minutes. Are you happy now?
Well, I heard him talking in my Discord, and he sounds like a fat-tongued retard. So
see, MLG sounds like a weird, retarded, preteen. I don't know. He just sounds like I don't even know.
What are you talking about, Melon?
Yeah, really.
I don't know.
Do we have to get your brother in here to set you straight again? We're gonna call in the other Smithers. Don't make us do it.
You got really quiet real fast.
Yeah, he doesn't want his little brother to beat him up on the internet again.
But yeah, well, we've got some stuff, some news, and that Rad posted in the
file that Geek can't see because he's a big bad troll.
In the unseeable Geek file, that's right.
Yeah, they hide all the good shit from me.
Here's one that I found. I thought it was really I don't know, indicative of fucking the planet we live in nowadays. Let's see. Boom. Let's see if I can find it. I've got, let me close that motherfucker. It's all this stuff going on.
Hey, IRATE.
What, man?
I need a wrench, man.
Why do you need a wrench? I thought I gave you one, man.
No, that was under the Occam's Razor account.
Oh, Jesus.
That was a few.
You and your goddamn name changes, man.
You need to like pay Max for like
way?
$5 to like make you a new avatar, because your avatar it's like Down syndrome South Park.
Did MLG draw that for you?
No, it was actually
dual wheel.
dual wheel.
Will did.
Come on, dual.
Dual wheel's better at music than drawing.
You
I
gotta
love you, dual.
Yeah, I'm
Have
gonna
you
have to
posted
hit
in
dual
here?
wheeled up for a theme song.
Malin, did you
What?
post in here? You got to post so I can.
Oh, like post in the the private chat. Okay.
And yeah, I want to thank these people, Pete Ard, all right, or Petard, depending on how you look at it. The Elusive Lady Cat, and Zach Turner, and Dead Heretic. My newest, latest subs, and welcome to the shit show. That is my channel. Okay, so all right, did you put something in there, Malin?
Yep, I posted.
In the regular chat where
Oh,
you
and
get the wrench.
God,
Remember what we said about those?
what in the
special
fuck,
edits,
man?
Remember what we said about the
Okay, I posted. Look.
Hey, hey,
An
Red,
old person
check
teaching
your-
a young person how to internet.
Red, check your Discord DMs. This person, I just followed them because that was their most recent post.
I'd follow that too. Oh my god. Oh, I've got a DM from Gabe. I didn't see that. I gotta check that later.
Oh,
Wait, I have a wrench now.
Yeah, I'll send it to
Stench.
IRATE too. Why not?
Stench Ever, I thought I gave you a damn fucking wrench. Didn't I give him one last week or a week before? What the fuck?
He's old. He forgets things and loses
He
it.
had, yeah, I was gonna say he probably
No,
left it
man.
somewhere.
I don't know. Fucking shit pisses me off. It fucking.
I'm gonna have to help you out with your OBS, man.
I
I'm
would
gonna-
appreciate that,
Malin.
Tom.
Malin,
Yeah.
you're gonna lose your wrench.
Why?
You're gonna time out this guy.
Dude,
He's part of the
look.
entertainment.
Yeah, you need to.
time it out. Don't
He
time him.
timed out MLG.
Oh, don't time him out. He's funny.
Censorship is gay. Don't be
Entertain.
gay, Melon. Don't be gay.
No, I just wanted to troll him. That was
Just
my way.
use it on your brother like your sworn duty. It's the only reason you got that is to boot your brother. We know. It's all right.
And poor
Yeah.
goat man. he's been
Like
here
I
for
said,
how
I
long?
wanted to troll MLG, and this was my way of trolling MLG.
That's not really trolling. That's just bitch move right there. That's
All right,
a bitch
now,
move.
now here's something that Red posted that I'd like linked to my wife a couple of days ago.
Uh-oh, what'd I do this time?
It's all right. Listen to what this article is entitled. It's from Logo.
Oh yeah, that one.
That sounds gay.
It is.
Hello.
It's the Logo Network. Come
Oh,
on.
it's Logo Network. Oh, I was just
Nothing
taking a
new.
guess.
No name
Goat
of
Man
business.
feels left out because he doesn't have a wrench. So here,
Hey, Goat Man.
I'll include him to the powers of the wrenches.
I may hook Goat Man up. Yeah, hook him up, man. All right.
I timed him out.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Oh,
timed out
Goat
Malevolent
Man-
Rider.
Man, Goat Man's one of my.
No, she timed out Malevolent Rider, not Goat Man.
God damn it. Malevolent, it's not my fault that the chat moved, okay?
See, y'all are just
Goat Man is
y'all
one
are
of my
just ruining it all.
oldest subs, man. Goat Man's been with me since the old days.
Respect the
Malevolent's
goat.
been around too. I've seen him in your videos before, in your chats before.
Yeah, they all have. Steady. All right, this is entitled "I've contracted my third gastrointestinal parasite from Remy,
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
and I can't be the only gay man suffering from this. I was 10 pounds lighter, and my gastrointestinal microbiome would have been completely rebuilt from scratch." Think you know everybody about a gay man's sexual health? Well,
Where's Max? Where's Max? Max, we need sources on this.
think you're in good hands with your gay doctor or LGBT health clinic? Think New York City's Department of Health does a good job educating gay community about staying healthy? You don't know shit. And fortunately for you, this is what that story is about. Shit. And I have a lot of sex, topping, bottoming, oral, rimming. I love it all. given living in New York City as
Somebody
a gay
needs to
man.
isolate the fuck out of that, man.
I can find it on apps, at the gym, at bars, at clubs, and on the subways, anywhere. And amazingly, in my 18 years of sexual activity, I've never contracted gonorrhea, chlamydia, or syphilis. And now that I am pre-EP, whatever the fuck that means, I no longer fear contracting HIV. As long as I have my quarterly STD testings, there's nothing to worry about, right?
Quarterly.
Wrong. I'm here to
Taking it
wake
up
you
the
the
ass. You
fuck
better be
up.
getting tested every freaking.
I
3
can't
days.
wait for somebody to cut this shit up and
Right.
put a video up
Yeah.
of you proclaiming that you're gay.
See, no, this will be my next. This will be my video. I'll put it on my channel. The proof.
Channel.
No, it was not going to mean jack shit until Jim Medicare does it. So, you know.
Oh well, hey, I got connections. We can.
Well, if that happens,
knows how to
man,
get- Medicare was watching your stream all this time. He was in the chat, Geek.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
He,
it
no, he
Oh,
was.
he was?
I tried because somebody said something about Jim, so I went at Mr. and it was Mr. Medicare's thing.
Medicare's in there. Shit,
He was there the whole goddamn time.
Fuck yeah.
Mr. or Peter Ard says that the pre is a drug that keeps you from getting AIDS.
Oh,
Well, not
antiviral.
AIDS, but I think
Yeah.
it
Contracting HIV.
keeps you from.
So, all right.
Or it
here's where the
decreases the
story
risk of
gets
catching
interesting.
HIV.
4 years ago, I started experiencing awful diarrhea. My bowel movements would come out in brown, soupy mess.
That's
Everyone everyone gets diarrhea, no big deal. But after weeks of terrible, horrible, no good, very bad diarrhea, I decided it was time to see a doctor. The physician's assistant at my doctor's office didn't have any answers for me, but recommended a stool test so a lab can analyze my shit and see what was going on inside of me. And for those of you who have never done a stool test, it's not like taking the SATs. You have to take the test kit home, poop in a bowl in your bathroom floor, or maybe your office's bathroom floor, depending on
Or you just put the
what you
catcher
call-
in the bowl.
what you call business. Try explaining that to your coworkers. And then a spoon or tongue depressor, shovel your own excrement into various vials and containers. Then you drop the sample off at the local lab and wait 4 or 5 days for the results. And
Fuck that! Just go
results
get a
came-
blood test, man. Fuck that, man. This is too much work.
My results came back positive for Giardia. What the fuck is Giardia? Never heard of that before. Giardia, I soon learned, is a parasite that infects the gastrointestinal system. It's common in developing countries that don't have clean water systems. You can contract it by ingesting or coming into contact with contaminated foods, soil, or water tainted by feces of an affected carrier. You can also contract it from anal oral contact. Rimming, like I said, I love rimming. And the chances are high that I contracted it from a sexual partner. And it goes on and on, of course, to talk about, that
See, I told you to eat
if
the
you like
poopy.
eating ass, you just got to look for those, those parasites, like the guy from North Korea had.
IRATE,
know?
I just need you to know that I am going to take this live stream, isolate
do
so
whatever
many of
you
these
want to with
clips,
it.
and remix this into the sentence, mix it into something great.
I'm an old man with nothing to lose. I don't give a shit. Do what you want to with it.
Malin may actually redeem himself in my eyes.
He may actually have
pulls
content.
Yeah, he may actually produce something of worth.
You have inspired him with your anal sex tales there, Irate. He's now inspired to make content.
I just read it. I didn't write it. I read it. And speaking of reading, Stephen King apologizes for mocking Republicans in a train wreck.
Oh yeah.
Those who follow him on Twitter and know the horror that Stephen King has been a rather tough and consistent critic of Donald Trump and the GOP. But I remember one night he got on poll, man, and went autistic as shit on their asses. They tore him up. That was hilarious. First of all, King fired off a snarky tweet about the West Virginia accident where a train carrying dozens of members of Congress, including House Speaker Paul Ryan, hit a truck. on the way to a Republican retreat. And here's what Stephen King tweeted. A trainload of Republicans on their way to a pricey retreat hit a garbage truck. My friend Russ calls that karma. And Stephen King, of course, sorry the truck driver died.
But it turned out to be a false alarm because there was no death.
Right. It was just a fatal accident of a truck driver. So, yeah, of course, I was sorry the truck driver died. And then upon further reflection, he just went ahead and apologized. A rather thoughtless tweet from me concerning the train truck crash, for which I apologize if one is necessary. It should be pointed out, too, that those Republican politicians who can be heartless when they vote immediately got out to help. So, yeah, once again, whatever.
Stephen King, man, like, didn't he get like run over by a fucking van or something and
Yeah,
then
he
get
got
left
hit
for
by
dead?
Yeah, he got hit
Didn't
by
he used to write good books? Didn't he
He
used to
was-
write actual readable shit?
He's
Yeah,
a trash writer. 1 out of every 10 stories he writes is actually pretty good.
The best thing he ever wrote was fucking The Stand. Everything else is moderate.
I liked the original Dark Tower book when it was by itself without the whole series, but the series did kind of take off and do pretty good. I liked it.
It was a bit Harry Potterish for me. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not.
You're
a
the
big Stephen King
gunslinger,
fan.
Harry.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, see, I used to be a big fan. I was one of his constant readers, and I haven't read any of his new books over like the last 6-7 years.
Yeah.
He kept telling everybody that he was going to stop writing because of him being a diabetic and he was going blind.
Yeah. Well, he also is a sober alcoholic.
I mean, hell, in one of the Dark Tower books, his characters met him in real life. And they end up in one of the worlds and they meet him and he talks to him and stuff. It's kind of creepy and weird. But yeah, there's quite a few of his books I like. But
not grandiose at all.
Pete
Not
R says
egotistical.
Langoliers is dope. The only I never read the Langoliers book, but I watched the TV movie.
That movie
That was
horrible.
fucking terrible.
yeah,
It was
no,
really
oh
bad.
god, they made The Cell. I actually liked the book he did, The Cell, about the cell phone signal that goes out and makes everybody basically these weird psychic zombie almost kind of things, where they all like flock together. But when they made it into a movie, oh my god, I didn't even know they made it into a
Oh
movie.
yeah, I saw that, man.
That movie was fucked. They fucked it up so hard.
Stephen King, in my opinion, he's like a good idea guy. Like he conceptually he can come up with some really interesting type, stories. But the problem is where he falls short is he always develops characters in a very one-note fashion. They're almost like all like how Greek tragedies are. So all their
There's no
characters
safe
have
characters.
there's a fatal flaw in every single one of his characters, and they're usually like very two-dimensional. And I just can't ever get into his writing because I'm so focused on how unnatural his characters are. They just don't seem like real people to me.
Hello?
Have you want a good comparison of farting in public versus farting at home?
What?
You're sounding like
Wait, what?
your
Farting in
audio's
public.
amazing.
Can you hear me now?
No, it was Geeks that was doing the audio shuffle.
No, I said, do you want to hear a good comparison of farting in public versus farting at home?
What's that?
Okay.
It's like the song from Frozen. If you're in public, it's conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. And at home, it's let it go.
Oh god.
I feel like I just missed a really bad joke.
Yeah, and you're still roboting.
I'm still roboting?
Yeah.
Oh, and Red, I sent you a new a new saying to say when you enter shows to your Discord DMs.
God, this is gonna be bad, isn't it?
No.
Oh, I like that. I think I will use that. I will use that. I'm gonna totally blame you too, in a good way.
And everybody else in the chat's like, what the fuck are these two bitches talking about?
You'll find I finally got my streaming privileges back. I was supposed to stream last night, but one of my screens went out and I couldn't run the setup with just the one screen without really fucking it up.
How am I now?
You're good.
Okay.
Outstanding.
All right.
Very good.
This is why we got to do it on the Discord. You don't have issues like this.
Yeah, unless a bunch of people try to talk at once, and then it just goes all.
Oh yeah, then it turns to an absolute shit show. It turns to my general chat at the moment.
Well, it must be, a good thing though that one of your Discord is like one of those hubs, that's like pretty much everybody that's, in this certain area of YouTube kind of, we all cross that paths in that one Discord. So,
oh yeah, if you need to send somebody a DM, go to Geeks
yeah.
Discord
yeah.
and just go over to the list.
Oh, here, we'll do this.
Oh yeah. That was the purpose of my Discord. I was like, because I think one of the more important things about the community is actually creating a place, even people that don't get along, to be. And people will butt heads, but every once in a while, and that's just what it is. But I think for the most part, even though we have people that don't get along, for the most part, I think people are pretty civil in my server. It's never like really out of control. But let's look we got Cog, we've got Failure, Joy Sparkle, Vamp Candy, all in a Discord or like in a voice chat right now. Like I have no idea what it sounds like, but people aren't just like losing their shit. Except for Joy, she's kind of losing their shit. She's losing her shit over this moral virus guy. He's a bit of a dumbass, but yeah, it's a good server to be part of. You want to get a hold of people, you want to interact with some people. It's a good place to go.
Oh God, yes, I saw this article before, but I'm glad the accountant sent me this this other article about Barney.
Go for it.
Oh God. Okay, hold on. Oh my God. Freaking commercials.
Yeah.
Stop the commercial. Let's see. Screen share the thing. I do this. All right. It says actor who played Barney the dinosaur is now a tantric sex healer. But David Joyner sure wishes reporters would lay off the sex angle.
What?
Barney the dinosaur famously sings "I love you, you love me" in the theme song of the PBS children's show Barney and Friends. But the actor who played the purple character from the early 90s to the early 2000s isn't loving the way he was portrayed in an article about his latest occupation, tantric massage therapist. David Joyner charges female clients, he calls them goddesses, $350 for 3 to 4 hours of ritual bath, chakra balancing, and massage that can lead to mind-blowing orgasms. Apparently, the article was an anti-climax for Joyner. I truly wish more people would try to see the spiritual side of Tantra and not think it's all about sex. He complained on Facebook Tuesday. Sometimes people here in the West can be so sad. And he's, oh God, I know I'm getting a freaking Barney clip. The 54-year-old Joyner, who has had his practice since 2004, said he used his Tantra training to maintain his energy in the 70-pound Barney costume during the long days of shooting. The character's voice was supplied by another actor. The energy I brought up while in the costume is based on the foundation of Tantra, which is love, he told Vice. Everything stems, grows, and evolves from love. Even when you have emotionally blocked energy or an emotional connection, the best way to remove it is to remove it with love, then replace it with God's divine love. Love heals. It allows you to continue to grow.
See, I knew I liked that Bonnie character for some reason.
I might be a fucking tranny, but that shit's fucking gay.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. I don't know what to say about that.
Hey, would you kids like to learn about edging?
There you go, Pete Hard.
Oh God, that was great. That was awesome.
MLG guy, what are you saying?
We shouldn't have done that. Apparently,
What?
Geek or I shouldn't have done something. I don't know, because MLG just says I gotta go to sleep. It's past his bedtime. Told you. Get some
Like
milk,
I would love to talk to you, MLG. I would love to talk to you. I tell you what, next time you're available, you go ahead and you send me a DM as a time and place that you want to talk, because I am extremely curious as to your deal. I don't get it.
Oh my god, I don't think he even knows what his deal is. At least Malevolent Writer, he sent me a list. He knows what's going on with him.
Yeah, Fiona the Hippo predicted that the Eagles will win the Super Bowl, and I don't think that's going to happen.
So I haven't been paying attention to football. Who's going to the Super Bowl?
The Eagles in the past, brother.
Eagles and the Pats.
Yeah,
Didn't they do that before?
yeah, a couple times.
Yeah.
And guess who always wins?
Pats.
Hashtag Belichick. That's right. And who is Belichick's greatest student? Nick Saban.
I don't know a lot about
Coach of the Alabama Crimson Tide. That's right. Another 16th national championship.
I wonder if they're going to check the ball inflation ratio this time before the game.
Going to weigh the
volunteer. I volunteer for that job.
You'll weigh everybody's balls.
I'll be the official NFL ball tester.
Ball checker.
Well, that's for a different reason, I think.
Oh shit! Did you play sports, Geek?
I play baseball. First I started out in right field,
Mm-hmm.
and then they saw how fast I could move, so they threw me at shortstop because I had good reaction time, so I could dive and catch the ball.
I played soccer. I played soccer in the Army, not because, and I was the goalie.
You were
not
the keeper.
Because I was not. Yeah, I was the keeper of the balls.
The trapper keeper.
It wasn't because I was good at catching balls. All right.
You were just good at stopping them with your face.
Actually, nobody really liked me in the military because I was extremely effeminate and faggy. So every time we'd play soccer, I'd be appointed the goalkeeper, and they wouldn't even fucking play soccer. It was like a fucking
Rugby.
game of kickball, or not kickball, dodgeball,
Shit.
where I was the target. Like, my team wouldn't even try to like get the ball back from them. If the other team had the ball, they just, yeah, I stopped a lot of balls with my face. Okay.
Well, hey, to be fair, if I saw your face, I'd let you stop my balls.
Yeah, it's on my body.
Your body is the thing that just throws me the fuck off.
Yeah. That was a very confusing moment.
Yeah, you're like, look at that face. You're like, yeah, Kayla ain't so
pretty.
yeah, and then bang, stone cold stunner.
So pretty. I'm gonna break you.
Yeah,
I must break you.
Although I could totally see her doing that. I will pump you up. That little skit from Saturday Night Live. Yeah.
We will pump you up.
I always thought it'd be funny to put like an ad out in Craigslist, and then have somebody show up. They only see my face, and then they show up to like the hotel room, and I'm under a blanket with only my face out, and they're all like, "Hey, cutie," and then I whip off the blanket, and they go, "Oh God!"
You a mean one, Mr. Trap.
You're a mean one.
I have to disagree with Sir Adamantine here. I think my dick's pretty. I think I got a nice looking one.
Well,
I got sent one time that looked very, very sick. It was a random dick pic on Twitter. It looked like you pulled salt on a slug. It was not healthy. It was not healthy. That was the one I shared in your Not Safe for Work Geek. We were making fun of him and shit.
Mine's in the Not Safe for Work. Somebody like I was like, all right, I'll show everybody. So I showed everybody. I thought I was being slick and I was going to delete it, So I deleted it, but somebody grabbed it. Don't say who grabbed it because I think you know who grabbed it. But because I want people to try to figure out which one of those in there is mine.
That's a lot of that's a lot of pain to go through for that. You got to see how dedicated these people are to finding it.
I volunteer as tribute.
Tribute.
But yeah, the one person that was like, I'm like, I deleted it, and nobody else got it, and then this person was like, oh, I found it, I got it, and then they reposted it in the NSFW, and I was like, all right, well, fucking, I'll just leave it there. You earned it. You earned it.
Oh my god!
Wow.
You earned that dick.
But I think mine's good looking. It's not an ugly one.
There are
some ugly ones.
Oh my god, my ex-husband tried to actually cut his off. He literally, that's why I was laughing so hard when they were talking about Trout's cutting his dick. My ex-husband, when he was younger, he fell in love with this chick, and she basically aborted his baby without telling him, and he got all emotional because he was a preacher's kid, and he decided if this dick was going to cause him problems, he was going to try to cut it off from the bottom.
Shit.
He got about halfway. He got about like halfway through the bottom.
Kill the bitch. Don't cut your dick.
Yeah. And that was his, I swear to God, that was his pickup line. Is like, hey, baby, want to see my scar? And most girls called bluff. So, yeah, my ex-husband was a fucking psychopath. And I had 2 kids with him.
And you married him.
Yeah, I married him.
See, I'd be like, yeah, sure, I want to see the scar. Then I'd see the scar and go, okay, and what's the story behind it? I'd hear the story behind it. And I'd be like, you're fucking a lunatic. The window's over there. Jump out of it.
Oh, God. Well, as bad as he looked better in a leather miniskirt than I did.
This got my attention. This story here.
Of course, that got his attention.
Check this out. At the Newark, New Jersey Liberty International Airport. Okay, this lady brought a peacock to fly with her as her
therapy animal.
As her therapy animal.
Oh Jesus!
And they wouldn't let her bring it on. I mean, this fucking thing is like 7 feet long with this tail, and shit.
Oh, they're fucking huge.
Fucking peacocks are annoying as fuck. My great aunt Camille used to have a bunch of peacocks. She owned all this land out in like Troy, Missouri, and because like our whole family like lived on a ranch, and we had peacocks there too. And like those peacocks were annoying as fuck, man. They make so much noise.
Well, they'll bite you in the balls too, won't they?
Yeah,
man?
they'll chase you down, man. They're kind of like prettier geese, They just but they will fucking hunt you down, but they always made this weird fucking warbling noise all the time. It's it was fucking awful. Just imagine sitting on a flight listening to that motherfucker, and then it decides to like spread its plumage. That would be so fucking annoying.
Yeah, they wouldn't let it on the plane. They
I
said
wouldn't either.
It didn't meet the guidelines for the reasons because of the weight and size of it. So they got out on it. It's like I wouldn't expect anybody to put a fucking peacock. God damn, the thing's ridiculous.
Gizmodo put out this article. Nigel the bird found dead next to the concrete partner he tried to woo for years. This feminist wrote an article. Well, it's not an article. It's just a quick post. She says, I have reacted to this not the way the author intended, but it actually really bothered me that they framed this around the tragedy of Nigel's life and not the disturbing behavior of a male bird attempting to woo an absolutely disinterested concrete bird. It's not going too far to actually use this as an example of rape culture.
Oh my God.
The concrete bird did not owe Nigel his or her affection. And I really refer to referring to the concrete bird as Nigel's partner when it clearly did not consent to this relationship.
Oh my God.
I'm troubled by the automatic empathy with Nigel here as the poor scorned bird, and possibly emblematic of many scenarios with humans where men sympathize with men getting turned down inexplicably by women or ignored by a woman with her headphones on, etc. Maybe Nigel was ostracized from the other Gannets for reasons. You don't know. Maybe he was the pedophile in the last bird community he was in.
Okay, you're saying this is a Gizmodo article. Are you sure this isn't an Onion article?
No, This is a feminist responding to a Gizmodo article.
Why does the feminist sound like she would write an Onion article?
On one level, this is a dumb article. On another level, it says a whole lot more about humans writing it, about the humans writing it than it does about the Gannett behavior.
Well, yeah, think about it, man. I mean, feminism is becoming Puritanism. I mean, it's literally. I was God, what was I reading earlier about? It's going to get to a point where women are going to have to cover themselves up.
I wouldn't say it's Puritanism. Have you seen that feminist Fight Club thing where they're stripping down to the nitty gritties and
yeah, I jerked off to it once.
Oh my God!
Well, sexually,
Ian Miles Chung responded to it and said, "This SJW thinks that a bird that fell in love with a concrete sculpture and died next to it is problematic. She concludes that he was ostracized by other birds because he was probably a rapist pedophile bird, like all men who face rejection. Don't tell her about Grape Cun." Sorari responded with, "Don't tell her about Nikolai Tesla and the love of his life."
Oh shit! Yeah.
I do want to point out that we missed a great one-liner from Sir Adamantine. It's not a peacock. It's hi. I think I'm real.
Oh man!
Because the love of Nikolai Tesla's life was a pigeon.
Oh, was a pigeon? Okay, I'm thinking of someone else that. Who am I thinking of that married his 13-year-old cousin?
The fuck? That's a completely different direction.
I know. Like, there was God, one of the other greats. I've got to look that up. I was watching it on today. I found out several.
I know Adolf. Or no, you're thinking of Edgar Allan Poe. Yeah, he married his 13-year-old cousin. Yeah. I'm actually related to him.
So in Jerry Lee Lewis. Yeah.
I'm related to
Peter
Edgar Allan.
Jerry Lee Lewis as well.
Shake my nerves, ain't get bad on my brain. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm related to Edgar Allan Poe and Samuel Clemens.
Oh wow!
You get that Mark Twain blood.
Got some Writerly genes in you.
Mark Twain's one of my favorite writers. I feel like I'm part Mark Twain.
When I actually
irascible.
You can get a little closer with Mark Twain if you come on over here.
Oh my!
See, the face tells me yes, but the body says no.
But the body's telling me no.
And then he does it. Oh my God! Oh God!
Yeah, that's what I like about Mark Twain. Bullwinkle is he's very witty, and he's an irascible guy. I feel like a modern day Mark Twain in terms of my attitude.
Yeah, when I was in college getting my master's in psychology, my English professor was all like, "Where did you learn to write?" I'm like, I'm just natural. Who are you related to? I'm like, Mark Twain and Samuel Clemens, and the teacher was like, fuck, god damn it, I got a 99.9% in that class. The only thing that the teacher and I argued about, she tried to give me a 50% on one of the papers I turned in because she didn't like my syntax. And I was like, run it through a grammar checker. It's 100% right. Give me my A. She ran it through a grammar checker. It was 100% right. She's like, but it's so goddamn confusing reading what you're reading, what you wrote sometimes. I'm like, only if you're not as smart as me.
Geek even drops N-bombs as frequently as Mark Twain. I don't think Mark Twain said nigga. I say nigga. I don't really say nigger.
You just did.
All right, well, hey, that was for journalistic integrity. It wasn't.
Well, if you tune into last Sunday's Devil's Advocates, you can try to count how many times the N-word was said. I don't think you can. Oh my God. Last week we had a whole segment where every other word was nigger. So
it was interesting. That was a great episode. It was some excellent arguments in that one. It was a little more tranquil than they usually are, but it was the verbal quality made up for it, I thought. So I liked it. I thought it was a good episode.
Yeah, I keep meaning to try to stop by there again, but I fucking Sundays, man. My days are always fucking weird. You guys do it so early.
At 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock your time. How is that early, old man?
I'm lazy.
When do you bang your girlfriend, dude? I mean, shit.
I do that. I wait till she's asleep.
You like live over here and live in the internet. It's like when are you gonna do your life?
Oh,
man?
I do that. I do that stuff.
Do your life, man. Do your
I was doing it right before this. Like I was in the middle of my chat. I was like, I'm gonna eat a sandwich, and I'm just eating a sandwich. You know, just listening to people fucking and spurg on each other. And then I went to the grocery store, and I came back, and they're still reeing and spurging at each other. I was just like, sweet.
As Nita Handel points out, they're at 4.5 hours, and it's still no sign of letting up. They moved to a voice chat. They broke one. Okay, it stopped working altogether, so they moved to another voice chat.
Hold on, wait, what?
Yeah, apparently they broke your Discord VC somehow. That's what Broker was trying to tell us earlier, is the Spurgs broke the voice chat. And I happened to pop in just as I started seeing a couple people here and there transferring to another voice channel. And I was like, oh, people are segregating. Oh, no, everybody was bailing and jumping to the other channel.
So I don't know if anybody caught it, but there was a fucking tranny faggot that was kicked out of a Barnes and Noble yesterday or today at a book signing.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Rose McGowan.
Yeah. The it's backfiring on the tranny faggot though, because there's a bunch of girls that are, I don't know, 19, 20 now that were like, hey, we know that trans person and she molested us in a mall when we were 13 or 14. There's like 20 of them that have come out so far. They're like,
holy Jesus.
But yeah, they're like, you really have no room to speak, you stupid bitch. You molested us when we were 13.
Oof.
You molested me when I was 14. You molested me when I was 12.
Oof.
That's
Oh
horrible.
my. And this is why a lot of people have problems with some of the trans people go to the bathrooms. They make the other trans look bad. It's shit like that. It's like, like molesting a kid.
As I tell people, if I'm in the bathroom, female bathroom with you, and somebody does come in there and try something, you're gonna thank me,
right?
They're
I think it's more like they worry about, like, you know, like if you go to the YMCA or health clubs or something, they have like the family changing room and like the adult changing room, and they go down to the family room. That's where that's where I would worry. But I'm a good mom. I don't leave my kids alone in a locker room. That's just stupid.
You just gotta plump up your penis a little bit before you go in and show them, hey, looky here.
It's a gummy worm. Try to eat it.
Yeah, you just paint it different colors and go, look, it's a gummy worm. Come on, grab it.
Yeah, I could smack mine with a hammer and it still wouldn't be the size of a fucking gummy bear.
She's got a swollen clit now.
Now, I've always had one. What are you talking about?
Like a horse. Sorry.
The fucking ultrasounds when I was, before I came out of the stink hole, they thought I was going to be a girl. I'm just.
You're a butt baby.
What?
He said out of the stink hole. Is he your butt baby?
Check out this Florida road rage incident. A 34-year-old man who cut another man with a machete after the two entangled in a traffic accident was arrested Tuesday afternoon by Zephyr Hills Police, the department announced. The attack happened after at a Walmart, of course. This guy came out swinging a sword, is what he said, but it was a machete. So yeah, be careful in Florida. People swing machetes if you fucking cut them off in traffic.
Florida's a weird place. I hate living here.
What's your Twitter? What's your
My Twitter?
handle? Yeah.
EYE number 8 prostate.
All right, there you are. I'm tagging you in something similar, not quite the same, but similar. It's a 43-second long video.
Yeah, it's really weird. There's not many like news articles anymore. They're like these little blurbettes. It's not even a whole paragraph, some of this stuff.
Well, they put more effort in the headlines than the actual story itself.
I agree.
The headline of this one is "Woman in Snapchat shooting video pleads guilty, sentenced to 5 years," and the thumbnail for the video is her in her car with a gun out her window.
God.
Florida is not
Or-
dope, Pete Hard. I live
Or
here.
him.
Florida is
Maybe
not
she was
dope.
taking a picture. Okay, her. No, she's got like a freaking Tech 9.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I
It's like-
tagged you in it on Twitter.
You see my nerves and you rat on my brain.
The Malevolent Writer made a Florida Man song.
God damn. She's got a Tech 9. That's bad
That's
as hell.
what I said.
Holy shit.
You should
What in the
screen
fuck
share
is
it
wrong with people? Man.
or
Yeah.
drop the link to it in the side chat so other people can see it. But then again, chat.
What,
won't see it, so-
what is that classified? Like a machine pistol, technically, or is that
Yeah.
a micro machine gun? That's a machine pistol, right?
It entirely depends on whether or not you have to pull the trigger every time you want to fire it.
I was talking to somebody the other night about an M79 blooper.
Yeah,
You know-
yeah.
Yeah,
the
you know
old,
what I'm talking about?
the Vietnam era fucking grenade launcher.
Yeah, exactly. The bloopers. That scene in oh fuck, what is his name? Apocalypse Now. The dude's got one that's painted like a tiger and shit, and he hears the dude screaming, and he says, and he pops it, goes, poop, and anyway, it's a great scene, man. And then the guy Martin Sheen asks him, "Do you know who's in charge here?" And he looks at him and he goes, "Yeah," and then walks off, man.
I think it's actually called the Thumper, not the Blooper.
There's a couple of nicknames for it. Yeah, the Thumper, the Blooper. There's something else, and then the M79, of course, is its given name. But yeah, they've called it. It's been called a couple of things. Oh, here's something else. Check this out. Florida man beat his armless and legless girlfriend, and then took listen to this, and then took her to Walmart in hopes that someone would report him because he is sick and tired of looking after her. In quotes.
I kept telling that bitch, but she wasn't listening. I ended up beating the shit out of her, taking her to a Walmart.
Yeah, you put her on the floor and made her like wiggle like a caterpillar or something.
Do you follow Florida Man on Twitter?
No, I don't. And I really should.
Yeah, it's @_Florida Man.
Yeah, because I've seen it. I've seen a couple of the things.
I just watch the news as I am from Florida. I just watch local news.
That's crazy. It's like I think Florida does attract a lot of pedophiles though, because of Disney World, especially that area.
I don't think it's
Orlando.
Yeah, I don't think it's really so much that it attracts them as they get old and they move down there. And they're like, well,
yeah.
There's just a lot of dumb fucking people in Florida. It's just the way it is. I don't know what it is, but
There's dumb people everywhere, man. I live in fucking Alabama.
Oh yeah, there you
Oh
go.
yeah, there's definitely that's a state.
There's a couple of idiots here.
February 1st.
Aren't you from like
2018.
Iowa, Malin?
Yep.
You got some dumb bumpkins out there too. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's
February
not like the
1st.
deep South United States though.
Hey now. February 1st, 2018, Florida man arrested for working out naked at community gym.
In the old Greek way, just
If you look
kinda-
at the picture of him, like I'm looking at a picture of him, I'd be worried he'd trip on his balls on the fucking treadmill. The dude's in his like 80s.
I'm bringing back the old Greek traditions.
So far, my discussion and my general is up to 5 hours. Wow. We're probably going to actually finish this stream and they're still going to be going.
Yeah, probably.
I'll
Is
get the
Joy
jump
still
back
in
in.
there?
Yeah, Joy's still in there.
Man,
Of course she is.
I tried to invite her to come out to come out here, but she said she was going to leave forever. But then a week later, she's
Just send her a message. Just, hey, Joy.
I did.
See, this here's why I follow alt-writers. Turned on NPR tonight, a voice intoned after Trump's attack on the nation's top law enforcement body, who will be left to protect us. Turned it off.
Who will be left to protect us?
You know, a lot of people say a lot of shit about the outriders, but even a fucking broken clock's right twice a day. So,
Yep.
You see the memes that that Vamp's putting in the
No,
chat?
I didn't see that.
The image of Ben Affleck just staring down at the Batman vs Superman interview. And this is, "Hello, darkness, my old friend."
Oh, God.
The old Ben Affleck.
Just looking sad and
That
just
stare.
defeated. Oh my god, my chat is cancer.
Okay,
Yeah, it
Dan.
is. Irate, I sent you the link that was asked for me to show to you. It's the 40-second Florida Man clip from Malevolent Writer. So if we have time after the stories to run it. So,
We got time.
so. Oh my goodness. Okay. One second. God damn.
Oh, I got dinged last week for the fucking baby metal.
What?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I was wondering if you were gonna get hit.
Check
with
this
that.
out, man. And I challenged it, right? Because it was less than 2 minutes. It was less
Well,
than
we
a
were
minute-
talking
a
about it.
minute and a half. Right. We were talking over it. You couldn't even hear the music. The audio was unhearable. Right. Let me see. I'm gonna pull the picture up. I took a fucking screen cap of this thing. It's ridiculous, man. Give me a second and I'll pull this up. Y'all talk amongst yourselves.
Talks amongst ourselves.
Yeah, I never really have a problem with that. Well, like if I get hit with like a copyright thing or whatnot, I usually challenge it and it usually gets overturned. Yeah,
I challenged this one. Right.
I usually don't ever. If I'm talking about something or I'm using it as like a music bed or something, I usually never have to worry about it. The Twitch is really bad with it, but usually YouTube's pretty good with it.
my main channel, like my third stream that I did, I got a copyright strike, and I disputed it because I hate anime. I loathe it completely and entirely. However, there's this one. It's called Sword Art Online Abridged. It's a parody on YouTube, and I was watching it, live streaming it, chilling with some people that I hang out with in chats, and I got a strike from the people that made the actual Sword Art Online. And I'm like, no, this isn't your shit. This is a parody. I fought it and I won.
All right, so check out what this says. It says your dispute wasn't approved. The claimant has reviewed their claim and confirmed it was valid. You may be able to appeal this decision, but if the claimant disagrees with your appeal, you could end up with a strike on your account.
It shouldn't be up. to the
How
claimant
fucked up
to
does that
decide.
sound, man?
Oh, yeah, I'm
never
gonna false
had-
flag your shit. Oh, you're contesting my false flag. Okay, well, I'm gonna say that I disagree with that too. Oh, you're gonna do it again? No, I still disagree with you.
Is that not fucked up?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So get ready, y'all. Maybe
I don't
that's
think
just
you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready. Wait, what?
Ah. I agree, Goat Man. We should all defect to Pornhub.
That'd be safe for Red streams with all her porn she likes to show.
And it's not even mine.
That's a brilliant idea though. Red had showing fucking porno bloopers, outtakes, and shit. That's just a genius show, and it's a natural. It's just I want to watch people like look for a fucking lost dildo up somebody's ass. That just fascinates me, man.
He
I don't
can
know.
appreciate them peeing on a squid, though.
Yeah, well, why not? Why
No,
not?
no,
Just be on a squid.
That's offensive.
Well, you know that Cthulhu is actually octopoid anyway, in his the way his skull is designed. It's more like an octopus, not like a squid. So it's not family.
But it was a fellow tentacled creature.
Isn't the difference 8 and 10 arms?
It's the squid has 2 long ones too.
Yeah.
He's got a pair of. They're more like grapplers. That they're. I can't remember what they're called. But they've got a specific name. And 8 for the octopus because octo, right?
Yeah, I think the squid has 10.
Yep.
I don't know. I just eat squids. Yeah, we catch them, we eat them. I don't count their tentacles.
Yeah, but the Florida man story is this, kind of it's malevolent writer's own thing. I can read it out loud. How about I do that? All right. The malevolent writer. This is the story of a being of deconstruction and power who has no boundaries, no weaknesses, and no concussions. It's a deity that consumes those who are worthy. And when you think it's over, it's just begun. Anyone can be a Florida man or a Florida woman where they could come from the world they may never know. Okay, that's the first section. It's kind of like in the Star Wars.
Oh yeah, it's because I screwed that up. We're supposed to play that before a Florida man story. It's kind of like a scrolling.
Oh, I got it. All right, so then that fades out to that. So
yeah, like a precursor to a Florida man story.
I like that.
And writer says that a squid has 6 tentacles. That's the difference.
Oh,
6 and 8.
Okay, I knew there was a difference in tentacles. I just wasn't sure.
It's all weird. Weird sea creatures. The Christian blogger says yoga was designed to cause a demonic trance.
Yes. Oh yeah.
What?
It was designed by the devil.
Christian blogger. Yep.
I told you that I was right. Christian blogger was warning his fellows faith has been practicing yoga is like playing with the Ouija board. You may perform moves without conscientiously seeking out demonic trance like you was designed to help to attain, but it would seem that you are playing literally with fire. Matt Walsh wrote in the Daily Wire. He repeatedly called yoga a pagan practice. I don't think that all yoga practitioners go to hell, but neither do I see how a pagan ritual could ever help somebody get to heaven. Maybe, that's a reason enough to leave it alone. So, we'll just leave it at that. The ignorant speaks for itself, yes.
Around pimping out Big Fat Brian's stream.
Yeah, he's streaming now too.
He's doing a drunken rum cake or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, we could give him some support, maybe end this at the half mark tonight if you want to.
All right, yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna go in there and
those
listen to the
weeks all
people
day.
screeching in my server. I may jump over to his and jump in his stream and.
Okay, Joy Sparkles is yelling on your in your written chat.
She's always yelling. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Woman is unhinged.
Dude. You open this Pandora's box. Just remember that. Just remember it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I just saw things that were going hinky and weird, so I was like, man, I gotta say something.
Yeah.
Well, and apparently, Geek, you did not invite these people to your Discord according to the virus because you did not personally give him a golden graved invitation because you're not on Twitter, so the invitation didn't come from you.
Yeah, and how come I'm not an arbiter,
Oh,
man? What's that about, dude?
Oh, arbiter?
Yeah, that hurts, man.
Oh, there's
Oh, you
so
want-
many in there.
You want to be an arbiter? Here, I'll make you
I
an
want to be
arbiter.
purple, man.
You wanna be
Where's
an
my
arbiter?
It's so
token? Where's
nice.
my token? Where's my token trap fucking rank? God damn it!
Token trap.
Goddamn, Geek's got like 30 categories for channels for like voice chat or text chat.
I like the whale.
I'll have to do it
first.
next.
That's funny too.
I'll have to do that next time I see you on. I'm not seeing you listed on there. Oh yeah, fucking. You're talking about the whale
I'm
cultists.
Dr. Phil McGroin. Yeah, the whale cultists.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm in the whale cultist section.
Yeah. I think I put you in there. I think you declared your allegiance to the whale.
Frank Power. But I
Oh,
mean, come on, trappy flappies.
trap flaps activate.
Exactly.
Oh my god. Oh shit, Tonka's even in the voice chat.
Oh God.
Oh my. Oh. Oh God. So I'm gonna post Geek's Discord link in the chat again,
no.
just in case there's people in here that haven't made it to autistic Switzerland yet. All are welcome. Not all can hold their own.
Oh, let's see. Manchester
You
Art
can't hold
Gallery.
your own. I'll hold it for you.
Manchester Art Gallery has taken down a pre-Raphaelite masterpiece by J.W. Waterhouse.
Oh yeah, I
because
saw that.
Yeah, because it depicted mid-pubescent nymphs tempting a male, and they said it was hashtag what a rape culture shit.
Oh yeah, I mean you can't accurately represent, the fact that sometimes it is the little bitch's faults too. No. Oh God, the crane's coming. I'm gonna have to mute myself, otherwise it's gonna get really loud in here.
Why don't you get off the track or something?
Oh, and then, let's close on this because this is from, of course, Great Britain. The only place you're going to find dudes like this. An 80-year-old retired man was caught molesting a cow and has been banned from every farm on the island of Great Britain.
What?
A disturbed pensioner, of course, is what they call retired people, was caught red-handed as he molested a cow while pleasuring himself. John Corneau, 80 years old, has been banned from every farm in Britain after he was found guilty of 2 counts of outraging public decency after he molested several cows on at least 2 occasions. Corneau was spotted stroking and talking to a herd of 150 cows while touching himself several times last summer. Farmer's wife, Susan Howie, said she caught the man twice with his pants and trousers around his ankles while courting her cattle, which she describes as part of her, she considers part of her family. Corneau, who uses a walking stick to get around, was also spotted by 2 sisters who saw him insert his left arm up to his shoulder into the back end of a beast and perform a solo sex act. It's the 3rd visit from the cows, and the sisters called the police, who discovered him on a nearby public footpath. During his arrest, the pensioner, who was wearing a woolly hat and a dark gray jumper and jogging bottoms, told police, "I'm not a violent person. I just have a weakness for animals."
Oh my God. Oh. Where's Sophie? Don't let Sophie hear this. It'll disturb her.
It's disturbing, man. Oh God, I love the way this is written. It was really nice, well done. Nice writing for the Brits. Yes, public decency, indecent people pleasuring a cow.
I like this.
Hey man, it's got a thing for cows.
If you guys want an idea of what Geek's Discord looks like right now, right here. And that's small. A lot of people have left the voice chat. Oh my god.
There's still a good amount of people in there. Holy shit.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Just moo if you love me.
These people. I'm gonna go literally make some popcorn.
Oh, no,
Why not?
He's adding Chambers onto the call.
Oh god. Oh god.
I'm watching Big Fat Brian in another screen. He's got Chambers, Failure, Ouija, Thorn, and I think himself.
Yeah.
Thorn's there? I'm surprised.
I'm not.
See now, if you look at his stream, you see the video that he's got there. That's from Discord. We were messing around with Discord, and all of that's done through Discord itself, through like a private call, and like the video call. So
okay,
looks pretty good.
I still think it looks like a chubby Keebler elf.
Yeah, but everybody, go to Big Fat Brian's deal and check it out. Tell him I sent you and give him a thumbs down. Make sure you give him a thumbs down from me. Okay.
Oh no,
that was for last week.
Oh no. Why isn't it letting me? Oh, that's right. I'm not. I don't have a wrench. That's why.
Oh, you got a wrench, am I right?
What
Yeah.
here?
Hey, I'm gonna.
Yeah. Geeks
I'm gonna
not
toss
wrench.
out a.
I thought I wrenched you, man. God damn, what is going on?
Well, I got. Well, this is another channel. Well, just tweet that or just put that link in there.
I'm gonna toss out a quick shill. Tomorrow night, all night, I'm gonna be streaming with Commander A&B, who is a guy out of Austria, and yeah, I'm gonna kill my mic before the crane comes back.
If you got a link, Kayla.
I got it.
Oh, for Kayla's stream?
Not for Kayla's. Kayla, put one in there, okay?
But yeah, with Brian's
This is a
stream,
Big Fat Brian thing.
Anybody can go on there. All you got to do is be able to go on cam. I'm not sure why there's a couple of people that aren't on cam, but you're supposed to go on cam and drink.
Brian said there was a few people that he would allow to not.
Today is my 11th year without alcohol, so
oh
yeah, I might abstain from that.
Yeah, I was gonna go on, but I'm like, oh man,
it's always out.
I don't want to drink.
Groundhog Day, so I could remember it. I kid you not. So anyway, well, let's go ahead and wrap on this. It's been a fun show, y'all. Thanks for everybody for coming. Chat, you're always awesome. I got mad love for everybody here. Not the sick kind, but the cool kind. And we'll see y'all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.